I feel the need for speed. Day 45, 100-day swing speed challenge. Thought I'd walk you guys through what a day looks like on day 45. This is what we were doing. We had the wall windmill. Spread feet wide, reach overhead. Internal hip rotation. We've got wall squats. BAM strap warm up. Before we get going on the stack, we completed the foundation, so now we're on full speed spectrum. That's the one I'm going to be going on. Also did pretzel stretch, runner stretch, sit-ups. My man Payne, he's too silky smooth to be doing any speed training. God, I missed that guy. That swing of his would have held up. We got our man Jack. Yeah, that was a power move. I pretty much just want to imitate what that man did in the 60s. If I could swing like 1968 Jack Nicklaus, I think we might have this thing figured out. 45 days. Improvements have been noticeable. I'll throw up the stack numbers. I did a baseline tonight. Pretty much was 10 to 11 miles an hour quicker on almost everything except the one-handed swings. The one-handed swings, I was only 8 miles an hour, and my own driver. My own driver, I was only an increase of 4 miles an hour from 114 to 118 in the 45 days. I did crank out a 120. It feels like the math on the stack should put me a little bit better with my own driver. But guys, I barely played golf in at least 10 years. And every time I played golf, it hurt. So there's a lot of psychological scars I've got to still get over with the pain. Even prepping to do this challenge, I was having elbow, knee, back, everything you could think of. Just going hitting balls to get loose to like, hey, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, it hurt. So to overcome that it's not just the physical part. There's some mental scars I've got to get over. So tonight I'm swinging. Okay, so far in the 45 days, I've done pretty well physically. Anything that's flared up at all, whether it's some burning quads or a calf that's like, I'm not sure if that's the way it's supposed to feel. A lot of the lower back pain that I've been dealing with for years, we've been able to knock that out with some focus on that area. It really hasn't affected me much at all, surprisingly. I've gone and hit range balls a few times and let it loose, but I'm scared to let it loose with the driver. I've hit some wedges really hard and some 6-irons. But when it comes to the driver, there's still something holding me back from really letting it loose. And then last week, about this time last week, maybe Thursday or Friday, last week, I was ready. I was determined. I went to the range and I was like, okay, now's the time where I'm going to hit 50 drivers and just pump it up and get that heart rate going and put in a session. So far, my sessions for the speed training have been with the stack. I haven't really got into a session with my own driver. It's just scary. It really is. And I'm still half pretending like I'm a golfer, like I'm so worried about where the ball's going. And when I do research and I'm listening to these long drive guys and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next, they're like, hey, don't worry about where the damn ball's going. I'm still worried I'm going to put a mark on my driver and sky it or something, right? And I want to hit these shots that look okay. Oh, look at that one. I don't want to hit it sideways. So I've got to still overcome that part of it as well. So last week was the week I was ready. I was going to the range and I was going to know what happens. Sure enough, I get a spot in my back that doesn't feel good, kind of in the upper middle part of my back. And I'm like, well, here we go. This is what I'm used to this. Bobby, he wants to fix immediately. Because if you continue on with this back, or if you've got an elbow that's a little bit sore, you're going to compensate for it. And then you're going to compensate for it when you're doing the push-ups, when you're doing all your exercises, you're going to compensate for that. So that's the first question out of his mouth pretty much every time I've talked to him. How you feeling? How are you feeling? He's like, okay, well, point it out to me. Show me exactly where it is. I'm like, okay, we're down on the ground. We're doing this stretch. We're doing that stretch. We've got another stretch. We got my feet up on the wall. We're doing it. We're pinpoint anything that comes up, any flare, any little thing he wants to know. Jump squats where your arms are going down and you're supposed to be jumping. Oh my gosh, my quads were absolutely shot. Just blew my quads up. I'm like, dude, I don't know, like they're numb or something. They're so sore. Okay, we're doing stretches right away. We're on that issue. It's really cool. And it's the way it is. It's the facts of life of being a out of shape 50-year-old, number one. But this just goes for everybody, right? We're going to be speed training. You're going to be ramping things up that your body's not used to. Things are going to flare up. For me, it just happens to be, well, I'm an out of shape 50-year-old peeling myself off the couch. Sure, there's going to be issues. But we're addressing those issues and we move on. And cool thing, he happens to be in San Diego. So tomorrow will be the meet and greet. First time I'm going to actually get to shake his hand and say thank you to him personally and get the hands-on instruction and details of everything. You can do it over Zoom. We've been great on Zoom, but this is going to be pretty dang cool. I'm really excited. As we go forward, it's the day-to-day, stacking the days that really matters. You're not going to pick up the stack. You're not going to pick up your own driver and just magically gain 5 miles an hour. This is about stacking days. 45 days. You can't erase the years of inactivity that I've had. It's just build it up day to day. So I know it's possible. I'm doing it. I am doing it against the odds. It's like a midlife crisis thing, right? Turn 50. What about, we get a sports car? Well, I got some speed, but my speed's going to my driver instead of my car. So let's do this. You guys can do it. I can do it. I just want you guys to understand there's going to be some speed bumps, right? You're going to have some aches and pains. And you just got to fight through it. You got to pay attention to those spots, take care of those spots so that we can keep growing and keep getting faster. Got 55 more days on this challenge. 125 seems all of a sudden like it's possible. I'm going to keep going. 55 more days. It's going to happen. Join in. Suit up. Let's do this. You got to build the base. You can't just go out and start swinging haymakers on the driving range and think, yeah, hey, well, this is going to be great. No, you're going to wreck yourself. And we're not trying to wreck anybody. We're trying to build. We're trying to grow. We're trying to increase the need for speed. Like, subscribe, follow. Let's do this, guys. Come on. 2024. It's our year. Enjoy. Good luck. God bless. Stick with it. Just keep building.